Smells like barbecue. What up, snitches? You know, I be seeing these girls chasing these guys today, and it is just not a good look. Do you know what that says when a girl chases a guy? It says she's thirsty. Ladies, thirst ain't cute. It's not cute when a guy is thirsty, and it sure ain't cute when a girl is thirsty. You gotta keep your class up. And what I mean by, you know, chasing these guys is basically pursuing them. You know, males have this biological need to be the chaser in the relationship. I read a quote the other day, and I don't even know who said it, but it stuck with me. If a girl is chasing a guy, she will be chasing him for the rest of her life. I mean, he got so used to you putting in all the work, he don't have to put in no work. You over here putting in all your energy, and he's just sitting back chilling. Don't try to do his job as the pursuer. You know, I see so many girls when they meet a guy and they are just automatically in love with him. Oh my God, he's so cute. I'm like, dang, you just met him 5 minutes ago and you're already in love with him? Then, you know, if you do become his friend and he does want to hang out with you, you start seeing everything y'all do together as dates. Time goes by, girl starts getting antsy. Cause in her mind, this man is already her baby daddy. She walking around doodling the dude's last name with her name on her binder. And in his mind, she's just another girl. And there it is, boys and girls. The #1 reason of confusion. It's called the factor of intent. You know, I read somewhere that if a guy really wants to be with a girl, he knows within 3 weeks of meeting her. 3 weeks! So if you're that chick that's been friends with the guy and you have a crush on him for 3 months, 6 months, a year or more in some cases, move on. He ain't interested. Girls have this thing where they can fool themselves into thinking that he'll eventually come around. Oh, I've had a crush on David for like 7 months now, and we're just really cool friends, but I know that there's something there. Girl, Andre is always texting me, always hitting me up on Facebook, always wanting to talk to me. He wants me. So me and Peter were on the phone last night for like 3 hours, and like he is never on the phone with anyone for 3 hours. So he really must want to marry me. Stop! If he's not pursuing you now, chances are he's never going to. Like I said before, 3 weeks. I'm not saying that it's like that for every guy and girl in the entire world. I'm just saying that that's typically how this thing works. Stop thinking that he's one day gonna realize that you're his baby mama and his wife, and just move on with your life. Another thing is that guys today are way lazier than they ever have been before when it comes to getting a girl's attention. I mean, women today are way more overexposed than we ever have been in the history of mankind, ever, in life, ever. I mean, you got half-naked women everywhere. In the media, on TV, magazines, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I'm not saying this is all about how a woman dresses. I'm just saying that nowadays, women are so much more easily accessed than they ever have been. If I'm a guy and I can just go on the web and talk to a girl who I've already seen in a bikini, why am I about to go out and spend $80 on flowers and a date for Sarah Sue that lives down the street? Men have more access to seeing, touching, getting to know anything about a woman than they ever have before. And once upon a time, guys didn't have that luxury. In those days, if a woman stood up at the dinner table, a guy had to stand up. Most of the time, women just stayed indoors back in the day. I mean, a man was forced to step up and woo a woman if he really wanted her attention. Nowadays, guys don't really have that same urgency to step up to the plate. You know, nowadays, it's so easy that girls are at guys' fingertips basically whenever they want. I'm not knocking technology. I love technology. I think technology is amazing. But I know there are those guys out there who, if they're bored with talking to Sarah, then they'll move on and Facebook message Andrea. And if Andrea is working or something like that and can't Facebook message him back, he'll get on Twitter and give a shout out to Becky. Hey Becky, hit me up. I mean, a lot of times it's just for entertainment. That's another thing you need to figure out as a girl. Are you his entertainment, or is he legitimately trying to pursue you? And once you figure that out, I guarantee you, 75% of your problems with boys will go away. While we're on the topic of technology, if you're one of those girls who a guy texts you that you're interested in and you text him right back, he doesn't text you again for like 4 hours, and then you text him right back, here's a tip. Guys like a little mystery. One of the things I've learned about them is they don't value things that come extremely easily. Also, if you're attracted to a guy, be pleasant. Smile at him. Be friendly. Introduce yourself. But I would suggest not to immediately assume that he's your future husband. A girl who is feminine and who is really womanly and just is really sure of herself does not throw herself at a man. Guys will often chase after a woman that they believe is valuable. And if you're the one that's aggressively pursuing him, he can't chase you because you're doing all the chasing. And let's say you do make it to the point in you guys' relationship where he asks you out on a date. Just because you guys go out on one date does not mean that you guys have to get married the next time you see each other. You're still in the process of getting to know one another. But anyway, let's say you guys go on a date. Let's say you just go to Dave & Buster's or something. You guys have a great time. He paid for you, even walked you to your door at the end of the night. And let's keep this PG. Let's just say that the date ended there. Don't go out looking for a ring. Don't go on Pinterest looking for wedding dresses. It was one date. Relax, baby girl. And you don't hear from him for, let's say, 3 days. Now is not the time to smother him. If you start calling him 10 times a day, he's checking his phone, finding out he's got 30 text messages from you. You're leaving him voicemails. Some he can tell are you. Some are under these anonymous aliases. You got him saved in your phone as future hubby with a heart at the end. Homeboy's gonna be like, yo, this chick is crazy. Sometimes it's wise to be calm. Just chill. Enjoy the process. Be happy doing something even if he doesn't contact you. He genuinely might not be interested like that. Or he's just not ready for a real relationship. Girls, you gotta learn how to be content with what you have right now. I hate that whole notion of you're a half, I'm a half, let's get together and make a whole. I'm not trying to be with half of a man. I want a guy who's already whole when I meet him. And guys, you shouldn't stoop and settle for half of a girl. You need to be whole and he needs to be whole. So that way when you guys come together, you're a whole. Don't try to force something into happening. Let God control that. Taking control yourself and trying to force things to happen only leads to a disaster. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys want any more videos about this topic. I'm certainly not a professional. You don't even have to take my advice if you don't want it. I'm thinking about vlogging. So yeah, let me know if you're interested, and let's see if we can't make something happen, Cap'n. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know if my advice actually helped you out in any way, shape, or form. I think my camera's about to die. Alright, well, I'll hit y'all hoes up later. Peace.